What's up, guys? Sub-Zerek here, back for another VOD review. Today, doing another Wasianiverson VOD review on PBE and on ranked PBE, weirdly enough. If you guys haven't been on PBE today, they enabled ranked queues, so you can now queue up on PBE, get some LP. It's kind of fun just to see the number go up. It's only going to be for the next 3 days, so if you want to queue up and get your PBE LP up, then go for it. And after that, we're going to have Project PBE, which you guys should definitely go sign up for if you haven't already, because I think signups close today. I believe signups, yeah, they do close today. So if you want to sign up for Project PBE, I'll try to remember to keep a link in the description. If I don't, just at me in the comments, or just go to Kai's Twitter, Watanabe_Kai, or Mentor. I think it's MENTRGG is maybe their Twitter, but that's going to be a blast. And right now, Wasian is having a blast playing this kind of Coven opener here. We do see one of his favorite augments, Birthday Reunion, but I think we might have a more favorite augment here in just Spreading Roots. Maybe for just the fun of it, or also just because it is a good augment in general. 2 emblems is almost never bad. And so after rolling this all, he sees Double Trouble here, which he's taking a peek at, maybe if there's some kind of like Double Trouble line, but yeah, we're just take Spreading Roots here and be quite happy with it. We could pick up that charm, but we opt to not take it. And yeah, this is just going to be our board right now. Some weird emblems, I would say. The Primal emblem plus the Ravager emblem. Primal does unlock 4 Primal as a possibility, which is pretty nice. It's just very late game, right? It's a 3 cost and 2 4 cost. So right now, this kind of does nothing. And similar-ish boat to Ravager. I feel like a lot of the power in the Ravager trait is in the late game units. Obviously, you have the early game Akali, but a lot of it is, you know, getting in the late game Ravagers, the higher cost Ravagers. So yeah, a little bit weird of an opener, I would say, for Mr. Iverson here. Upside is we do have this Rakantu that we can play around, and we are even just going to level up and play this Warwick. We do also have this Elise unit who I've talked about her being broken before. She did get a little bit of a nerf on today's PBE, or honestly, it's a pretty chunky nerf. So hopefully this unit is not going to be the terror that she once was and I say once was as if it was like for an entire patch or anything, but I mean, it's 2 days on PBE. So hey, I mean, I'm down for there to be some broken stuff to find on PBE. I really wish I'd gotten a good Elise VOD review, but I could not find a good one. All good. Maybe someone will discover a new Elise tech now that she's been nerfed a little bit. Maybe just mess around with the comp a little bit. This Diana unit that we do have on our board actually got buffed up on today's, or yesterday, at the point that you're watching this, patch. She got her damage increased a little bit, and her ability kind of reworked, where she does this 6, you can see those 6 orbs that go and hit other targets, and her shield also. It used to decay. It wasn't supposed to decay, but it used to decay. Now it's just a shield that will obviously eventually fall off, but doesn't just decay. Spot-wise for Wasian, I would imagine that we are just going to play this into a Form Primal game. Seems pretty straightforward to me. We have the Crown Guard as our first item here, and then Glove to build into like some kind of decent damage item, an IE, a Hodge, even anything like that. But it's not super straightforward what the direction is here. We do have the Warwick pair, which is nice. I've not seen anybody play any kind of like Warwick reroll line, but I mean, hey, I'd love to be proven wrong. I'd love to see some kind of a Warwick line, but for now, I'm not really seeing it. And we're just gonna play the world's most unsatisfying trait board: 3 Ravager, 3 Vanguard. Hey, traits is traits. Getting more units in is not bad. And I mean, this Diana, this Caitlyn, they're all doing decent damage, though we are stuck very much on this giant Ornn 2 with 2 items with the frontline foundation. So we have Defender in. It's only 3. It's 3 Defender, right? With the spat on backline, I think. But yeah. Ooh, do get Minor Gambit, and we are just going to opt to pick this up here. And now we can play for Vanguard on this board, considering who we want to play as our Ravager here. But we are going to end up with the Wolf here. I think the Wolf is the better unit compared to the Warwick here. But yeah, and we're also considering holding on tough to this Caitlyn here, just saying, I mean, she's a nice unit, I guess, to hold on to this Ravager spat. Doesn't seem amazing to me, but I mean, she's a unit. She's also Coven if we do want to play towards that, so that's something. And yeah, we're going to make the 20 gold here and hold on to this Coven bench here. So, to talk about Coven, I have still not really seen a great Coven game yet. I kind of assumed it's actually hard. He does actually take Blessing of the Phoenix there. That's quite interesting. But yeah, we do actually get Coven in. Or at least we get it onto our bench here. But yeah, I still haven't seen a great Coven game yet. I've seen a lot of people get into like okay spots. I myself have gotten into like okay spots, but then never really ended up cashing out something crazy. The thing to know about Coven is this is not a super hard loss streak trait like Anima, where you put it in 2-1 and then you're trying to lose every single fight. It's more of almost a win streak trait. You want to win a lot of fights early and then be able to fit 4 Coven, 5 Coven in, because that's where it really starts getting more stacks. If you're just stuck on 3 Coven and you're just 10 loss, 11 loss, 12 loss, you're really not going to get a big cash out at all, and you're just going to be like, well, what did I trade all this HP for? And well, it's nothing. I mean, it's not what it's meant to be done with. I do think we are going to need some gold here, so Advanced Loan looks pretty perfect. Booster Pack, it's a lot less gold, but it does, I mean, hey, it gives you the chance of high rolling. Ooh, this is a fun one, but doesn't actually give us any more stuff, so we're going to take this here. The dream is that we could hit a Morgana off this, but we do not. We do find a Sivir, which is actually, I mean, pretty good for this dream as well, and so yeah, we can fit this in here, and still no way to fit 4 Primal onto this board yet. Do still just need to find the Nidalee, because there's only 3 Primal units, but we can move these kind of hilarious items down to the Sivir here. I mean, she's spreading the Void Staff, I guess, and healing up a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if this is Sivir, but hey, I mean, items are items. In TFT, oftentimes people get like held up on, oh, I should be building BIS, so I should be getting to like this exact setup on this unit. And honestly, throw items on units, especially like higher cost units, and you'll usually feel pretty good about it. Journeyman is just kind of, you can think about it as paying 1 gold for the possibility of hitting a good 2-star 2 cost. It's looking like Wasian is not willing to pay that cost because he knows the majority of 2 costs are just not going to fit onto my board. Also, board-wise, I am kind of interested in this idea. It does look like he's looking at playing this like Brembleback Aphelios. You can fit Morgana in on this board and then eventually transition into some of these other units. So that does look like what we're playing here. It would make sense with the item, certainly, right? We have the Void Staff for a Morgana. We have the Hodge for the Brambleback. No items for Aphelios, but hey, I mean, you're not going to have items for everybody. I will say I would be a little surprised with that board just because it doesn't, I guess maybe he's thinking of fitting just like a random Primal unit on that board, just play 2 Primal, or even cutting out of Primal late game because he does have the item farming Primal. So maybe he's just going to say, I'm going to play this in the early game, farm some items, then get out of it later. And I could even reforge the emblem down the line. Perhaps that's the game plan. Would definitely make sense. We do the Pop Anvil trick here. I think we're taking for, is this just Edge of Night here for our dude. One of the best items for the Brambleback. I mean, it could also BIE. IE would be a good slam now. It's just not great later. Wasian also really trying to play for this streak using a lot of rolls here, and yeah, ends up rolling to 0 here just to find 4 Primal here. And we're just gonna even make the Sunfire because it's the best slam in our spot here. It's not quite an item for any kind of late game unit, especially if you do end up playing this on Mumu. But it's the best slam here, and we really want to win this fight with our charm, and we do actually. Oh my god. So hey, back up to 20. I love it. And even ends up slamming the IE at the end here, so this can go into the Sivir now. He is actually playing the Nidalee now, and is going to make her AP. Nidalee on yesterday's patch did get buffed up. Nidalee and Sivir both got buffed up, and the AD and AP versions of both got buffed up, which I'm really happy to see, because I feel like I I saw 80 Sivir or 80 Nidalee pop up a lot. AP Nidalee I really didn't see do too much here. But you can see her here doing decent backline damage, throwing spears at these backline units. I mean, hey, 2k damage for a 1-star 4-cost with 1 item. Not the worst in this spot here. And Wasian, you can see he's got Covenant. He's only got 3 Covenant, but this is much more of how I think people should be playing Covenant, is from a win streak, get a bunch of fight wins early, and then the only time we're really playing for the Coven is when we can find these late game Coven units, get to 4 or 5 Coven, find Morgana, and then get that in much later. You don't want to be playing this as like a lose streak early and play it type setup. You want to play it as this kind of like win streak, get some random stacks here and there. It'd be great if we could be winning with 4 Coven, because that's 2 stacks per unit kill, which is really nice. But still, you can be pretty happy with just, hey, I mean, this is a free 30 stacks onto our Coven, which is a start. Or if you wanted to, it could even just be the end all be all, and you could just say, okay, I'll just take the free 40 stack cash out, and it's like, it's not amazing, but I mean, it's not like we lost anything for it. All right. going into our next round here, something quite big is going to happen. I will just preface this. We know we have extra augment rerolls this game because we are in the Teemo portal. And I think Wasian's actually already angling for a specific augment here. If you know in your head what he's angling for, then you're a genius. But we'll roll all of these, roll everything, and he does find this augment, Master of All Origins. This augment is, as far as I've heard, tailored to your board. And I mean, you can see we have Coven plus Primal here as our options. So fitting 3 Coven in here gives him the opportunity to hit Coven Lux in this spot. And what does Coven Lux do in this spot? Well, it's pretty straightforward. It allows you to activate 7 Coven, which they buffed on the most recent patch and was already a ton of stacks. So I'd love to get a hover from Wasian. If not, I can just pull it up on Tactics Top Tools to give you the exact number, because what it does is it gives you a lot of stacks. It gives you an insane amount of stacks for losing. Did he just hover there? I mean, look at this loss here. 42 rating, an insane amount per kill, and also boom, 156 on this loss here. So yeah, he is actually at this point talking about what cash out can I go for here? Can I get to a max cap cash out in this spot here? Yeah, this is actually even the wrong number. Let me go pull the real number. Okay, so after the buffs, the Coven numbers is 100 per loss and 7 per unit kill. So every single fight that we lose here, we're guaranteed 100 stacks here. That means if we can lose 7 more, then we will be guaranteed. I mean, at this point, 6 more will be guaranteed an 800 stack cash out here. That might get a little dicey. Another because we are potentially taking more than 10 damage every single loss. So we'll see where we end up getting on these Coven losses. But this is the dream. This is how you get to winning the game with Coven. Is via Coven Lux, and also especially if you can get the Master of the Elements. Yeah, that's what it's called. Where you can just tailor, boom, get the Lux for free. Obviously, if you're a Giga High Roller, you just find Coven Lux in your shop, but that's not super reasonable, I would say. But once again, the other thing about Coven is we started this from a spot where we had a bunch of HP, because imagine we had been playing Coven, loss streaking earlier, and we had only like 30 HP here. Well, maybe we can take another like 2 losses, but that's going to get us to, a 500 strat cash out, which is great, but it might not guarantee win us the game. That this kind of spot does really look like 391 cash outs, estimated gold value 76 gold here, and we got a few more losses in us. We are totally chilling here. This guy's gonna go for a big cash out. The downside for this guy is Wasian is his dad. I mean, Wasian is here, and he is absolutely gonna be stronger once he cashes out here, as long as he doesn't mess something up. So I would feel really bad if I was Mayo in this lobby here. I would say that the spot looks a little rough. For Wasian, he does just want to kill as many units as possible, and the downside is he's not killing much. Would really like to kill just 2 units to get to that next big threshold here. But yeah, at least he's at, like 500 stacks. He's doing pretty well. But yeah, you would love to, at least kill a few more units just to guarantee that you can get to those next few cash outs. I mean, his board's not even really bad. The Siver's pretty good. I mean, to be fair, the 3 Primal is doing literally nothing on this board because we have the item farm one, so it's giving us no combat power. So to be fair, our board really, and 7 is obviously no combat power, so our board trait wise is 202 Ravager. So hey, that's not the craziest. We do want to lose, but you also don't really mind winning in spots like this, because if he wins a fight, that's just a ton of stacks that he gets. It's a completely free fight. We've lost no HP because we've won. So it's actually fantastic. I will say we're rotating into a lot of these. Is this the same guy with Taric too? I know it can definitely bug out where you can rotate into the same guy multiple times, or it's either way. It's a pretty scary setup because that's another Giga Taric board here. So we're gonna take another loss here, jump up to how many stacks? 598 out of 500, and we're gonna hold the line. I mean, we're guaranteed to get to 650 here. I will say, because these fights have been so rough, it is feeling kind of unlikely that we are going to, oh my god, is he gonna take Salvager here? This seems like the brain destroyer in this spot, but I mean, I'd love to see it. All right, that's another Lux at least, but But yeah, we're probably actually not going to get to the max cash out here. Still a very good cash out, especially if we can kill a few extra units. But yeah, 698 is going to be our cash out here. So let's bring it down to 1x speed for the cash out turn, because we're 6 HP. We need to not screw this up here. We are going to immediately convert to essence here. Look at all that gold and these prismatics. It's 3 dupes, a Fawn, a Radiant Remover, a Radiant Red Buff, and a Radiant Archangels here. So now we just need to pivot the board so that we can use these items. We are going to get Blue Buff in, which is really good. Get the Sivir in here. Hit Lux too, which is really, really nice. Hit 1 Taric, and wow, immediately hit Taric too, which is fantastic. And we hit the Morg too. Ah, man, there's almost not much more that you could ask for in this roll down. And he's got 5 seconds left, so we got to get the item slammed here. Is going to, oh my god, he reforged. Did he mean to do that? Oh my, I mean, I guess his thought is that with Radiant Red Buff, we don't need. That's crazy that he went for this. Okay, but he goes for the Radiant Reforge. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but he just needs to get these Radiant items down. He can move these items over to Taric here. Wait, there's a third Radiant item that I didn't even see. So actually, it's triple Radiant here. These are going to go into the Nidalee. The LW is just going to go on whoever, the Morgana here. And we do have the triple dupes here. And Wei just has to worry about winning this fight. If you lose this fight, obviously you die. And it would be very, very sad. But he does win this fight. So it's all going to be okay. He hit enough in his roll down, even without using the dupes, honestly. That was a very, very fortunate couple of shops there, and put him in the state where he can win this fight. And now, obviously, the board is just disgusting. We can use these triple dupes for either low cap, boring, just making a 2-star 5 cost, or more fun, high cap, more interesting, 3-star 4 cost, or if he really wants to go woke, 3-star 5 cost this game. So we'll see what Wei wants to go for in this spot. There's Maokai in here, who I feel like is becoming more and more loved. He did get buffed up on the most recent patch as well. Ends up reforging into, wow, Radiant TG, Radiant Spark. Now we have Radiant Spark, Radiant Void Staff, which is pretty funny. He's continuing to reforge these items. Does get to really good tank items on Taric at least. So hopefully this will be enough to win this fight. And yep, just going to throw a red buff there. And this is going to now be our item setup. This is a pretty strong board that we're fighting here. I would be sweating a little bit, but we do win this fight, so it's all good. We are chilling, and yeah, I mean, the spot's looking not bad here, and we managed. Still, we do have the Radiant Void Staff plus Radiant Spark, which I would imagine that we want to reforge, but we'll see. We have 3 more reforgers. Could also once again reforge these emblems like we talked about early, but he wants it in for the stats here. Radiant Spark just going to sit on Maokai for now, and we'll continue chill on this board. Another scary Draven board. I will say, I did my VOD review yesterday about Draven, and I feel like it was quite prescient because Draven, especially after the most recent buffs, has become really, really dominant as a fast 9 carry. So I feel like this guy is actually just a beast, and that you should be very excited to play around him when you get the chance to. Radiant Spark is going to be reforging. It's Radiant Steadfast, which honestly not bad. The Even Shroud has no synergy. He keeps reforging into the items that are like, we already have LW and he gets Even Shroud. We already have Spark and he gets Void Staff. But hey, this is pretty good. We do get a really, really nice Wisp. Wait, what did he take as his Wisp here? I mean, Force Maze is just the best Wisp you can find. He took the gain a random 2-star 5 cost with the idea that, oh my god, we could like literally hit Lux here and boom, teleport to it. He ends up just selling it for gold, sadly. And we're going to roll down here. We are Sivir 3 here, so Bedge. I guess we'll go for Sivir 3. I mean, it's pretty good. You can see his chat in the bottom left there, just bedging it up because, I mean, come on, man. You're telling me we can't go for 3-star 5 cost with triple dupe? I mean, we actually had 4 Elder Dragons. I mean, to be fair, he's 6 HP, so it would have been very possible that he could have bought for this game if he didn't go for this, but I think it's a little bedge. He's also playing for his PBE LP right now, so I guess he's going super, super bedge mode, and he just wants to get all the ranked stats that he can get in this spot. But I mean, just a beautiful game from Wasianiverson, just showing the power of this Master of the Elements 7 Coven setup, just easily getting to this cash out. And honestly, had we not fought strong boards, had this lobby been a little bit weaker, I mean, we would have easily cashed out 800, and that would have been the gigatuber. I haven't seen 800 cash out yet, but hey, we are saving it for another day at this point. I mean, this game was fantastic to watch. This guy rolling for 3-star 5 costs. He's actually rolling down to try to deny them, it looks like, which is crazy work from Wasian. But I do think now he is just going to kill this guy off, and it's going to be a dub for Wasian. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch, my Metafy, all my links down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, as always.